Haven Madison, American Idol top eight finalist. Welcome to the music universe. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm doing great. I'm soaking up all the summer vibes. It's been a good time.
Oh, great. And you're in Nashville. How's it going there? Because I know the heat. They can't take it, I don't think.
It is very warm. Honestly, it's the humidity that people aren't used to when they come out here, but I love it.
Yeah, yeah. Are you from Nashville?
Yeah, I'm from Clarksville, which is 45 minutes
Okay.
north. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I've always been around.
yeah. So tell us about your American Idol journey. I mean, you've sung with Katy Perry, and she's called you the next big pop star. I mean, that's got to mean something coming from her.
Yeah, I think my experience was a super big blessing. I think I got really lucky. I was around amazing people. I can't talk enough about the talent in my season. And I was so lucky to be able to kind of be mentored by Katy Perry and get to sing with her. She's a huge role model of mine. So for her to deem me a pop star as she is one of the biggest pop stars in the world, it's big shoes to fill, but I'm ready to fill them.
What was your experience like on the show? I mean, you had to obviously audition, and then when you got on there, what was that like?
Yeah, I was honestly really intimidated. I didn't know if I was going to make it, honestly. But I just had this piece knowing that I'm an artist and I'm not just a singer. And so that's why I jumped the gun and just went ahead and did an original in my audition because I knew that that's kind of what sets me apart, my songwriting. So I definitely knew I wanted to be bold in exemplifying that through the whole process.
Yeah, well, it led you like we said, a top eight in season 21. And you know, 15 is one of the songs and Still Need You. So where are you now post American Idol?
Yeah, so I just released my debut EP. It's called Turn Off All the Lights. So finishing that project was amazing, and I was just surrounded by such amazing collaborators in my team. So it's kind of just been exploring that and hopefully getting that on the road soon, but definitely been writing a lot. I have a new project I'm about to start working on again. So there's a lot on the horizon and a lot of music I'm writing.
And you're actually with the label, you're with 19 Recordings BMG, so that's not small potatoes by any means. How does it feel like being a Nashville local and now you're signed to a big label?
Oh my gosh, honestly, I'm just so full of gratitude. I think I'm surrounded by such amazing people and such passionate people. They believe in the music first, which I think is shockingly pretty uncommon nowadays.
Hmm.
And so I'm just super lucky and super grateful. And I know the reality of music because my dad was a musician for a while, and I'm just continually shown that there's a path that God is sending me down, and I'm following it.
Yeah, Nashville's a great town. I lived there a couple years pursuing it myself, and now I'm in California, and it's a different ball game here. I mean, with Nashville,
For sure.
you can be on Broadway, and the next thing you know, you could be touring with someone. I mean, it's just the
Right.
connections are there. So what made you go the pop route as opposed to country, which Nashville's known for, even though it is Music City?
Yeah, I think I'm obviously from the South, and there's some parts of me that people could say are country, but something just lights up in me when I hear pop music, and I wanted to be somebody who is in a way like ahead of the curve and steering it and finding my own pop sound. And I knew that pop was going to be the genre that I could do that in because it's what I love so much, and being able to explore how to be in front of the curve, but not too in front of the curve. But it's been really fun. I think I grew up on Ellie Goulding and Katy Perry and Taylor Swift, and pop has always just made my eyes light up.
Yeah. Now turn off all the lights. It was produced by Grammy-nominated songwriter producer Dave Pittenger. Um, I mean, what was it like to go from, you know, doing kind of your own thing to working with such a big name?
Yeah, Dave's amazing. He's honestly become family. Our sessions are some of my favorite songwriting sessions. I just remember like being shocked. I think there's such a kindness in Nashville, and I was just so shocked at how ready and willing to work Dave was, and there was no stigma on the fact that I was a new kid or that I was from Idol. Like he gave it his all, and I gave it my all, and we were both so passionate about the work, and we both have really strong feelings that it's gonna take us to the Grammys one day.
Well, yeah, you just never know. I mean, the way things go these
So.
days. So what's next for you besides the new music? Are you touring? What do you got going?
Yeah, so I'm looking at a run for the fall, so piecing together that tour, which I think is going to be really fun and really special because we've really found a fun way to piece together the American Idol Haven and the Turn Off All the Lights EP Haven and what's coming as well. So it's a really nice set we're piecing together that I'm really excited about. And then, yeah, just continuing to write. I love fashion, acting, all the things. And so just branching out in every way and doing everything with gratitude and just excitement.
Well, with the acting and the fashion, maybe you will be back out in California before you know it.
I go out to LA pretty often, so.
Yeah. And then now, is this tour a headlining tour or are you teaming up with someone?
Honestly, the details are a little TBD right now. We're kind of figuring out what works best and what cities would be the best. But definitely, if it would either be headline or co-headline.
There you go. And who would you, since you've already kind of collaborated with some big stars already just by being on American Idol, who would you like to see yourself collaborate with on a wider scale as your career takes off?
Oh my gosh, I have so many influences and collaborations that I want to happen. But I would say one of my biggest goals is to collaborate with Miley Cyrus.
Let's talk a bit about Monster. Kind of an emotional complexities of relationships and stuff. What inspired that song?
Yeah, funny enough, when I first wrote that song, I wrote it at the piano in my living room, and it was called "Guilty." Basically, I was dating somebody that just didn't treat me good at all. It was the first boyfriend conundrum you settle, and I just didn't want to be with him anymore. And I was dealing with all the pressures of American Idol, and I knew that I just needed to focus on myself and where I was going, and lean into my family. And so I broke up with him, and my hometown kind of lost their minds, and I was called a bunch of names and was hated on a bunch. So honestly, the song was just kind of poking jokes at them, making fun of me. So I don't know. It was very much therapy, and it was kind of this concept of like for some reason it's okay when a guy does it, but it's the end of the world when a girl does it. And so I just made this fun, like pure female rage song. But when I first wrote it, it was a lot more sugar coated. But then I got with Dave, and Dave was like, "This isn't how you actually feel."
Yeah, I started writing a song once called I Wish You Would Die, just about.
I mean, that's how it is. That's how it is, though.
Yeah, I mean, people can just be mean for no reason and whatever, but
Absolutely.
anything else that you want to add?
Honestly, nothing in specific. Just thank you for your time. And to anybody watching or listening, my EP, Turn Off All the Lights, is out now. And all my social media is Haven Madison Sings if you want to follow along all the craziness and all the chaos.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Haven. Look forward to seeing what you have coming up next.
Thank you so much.